Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Dropping back, it's Aller. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Carter. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collars. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Looking downfield, it's Childs. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complementing quarterback to this offense.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're not into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. And the Spartans get it past the sticks. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front. And that's exactly what happened on that.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Childs. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll take it himself. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And this one splits the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. A quick pass to the left. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Warren. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
Back to throw, it's Allard. He caught it! And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll try to get outside. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Shoots it to the left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Slings it downfield. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Complete on the shuffle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Childs. They're bringing heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will move away to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It's a reverse. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Rolls it in on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the run, it's Carter. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Childs. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Spartans are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires left. And the pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page. And they work right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Looking for space. It's Singleton. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Quarterback on the keep.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
To throw, it's Childs. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with the pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the red zone, it's Carter. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Nice first down execution.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Touchdown, Spartans! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have the choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's Saunders. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to go up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Coming after it. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Gets it out quickly. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. The give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He got it! A walk-off field goal wins it in overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Going to the run, it's Carter. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Huge 3rd down here. A field goal will send us to another overtime, but a touchdown would win it. Back to throw, it's Childs. Now rolling to the left. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On the run, it's Carter. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Offense gets set for second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Snap in the shotgun. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Fast motion from the offense. The snap sets up the throw. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Looking downfield, it's Child. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the two-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there, too. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop, and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. They'll go to the air. feeling some heat. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. And the 18. Take over. Offense is on the field for the first time today. This has an old school feel to running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This crowd going to try to make... And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Wisconsin. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great. The quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DP. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David,
and the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Ooh, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Badgers will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Running it back, it's Glover. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
He'll start this drive firing. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the misfire, now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Badgers have moved it inside the 20. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on offense.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll go to the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
To the air, it's Child. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the field goal unit. The official says no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. First down for the offense. He wants to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look at it. Man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Looking to pass. It's Van Dyke. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's aggressive, right? You're in your own territory, going for it on fourth down, and it can be scary to think about if you don't get it, you set them up with good field position. But I like trusting your offense, knowing you can go out there and get the first one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Now they're going to throw it. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Spartans are on the move.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of that.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. To the air, it's Childs. Looking to the big tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, going up top. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pauling. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The aerial assault continues. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Wisconsin! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line gets set, first down. Buys a little extra time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And he's got it inside the 25. The Spartans in the hurry up. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Flushed out of the pocket. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sparty.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. And lucky for them, they got that football back. You want to hand off some momentum? That would have been the way to do it. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a...
What a snag by the defense. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Excellent field position here for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The give to the tailback. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if they want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Childs getting some heat. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this defense takes tons of pride in their pass defense. They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands, too. We've seen them pluck 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You've got to find him in the passing.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
They're strong, and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Van Dyke. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gates. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You know, with defense, this is a pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. We're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The give from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Between the uprights, it's good. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. We're just going to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. He's really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
Wide out in motion. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
He'll try it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Just over a minute to go. Drama is high, guys, to see if they can hold on to this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put...
Hit the afterburners, kid! And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Childs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, you got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well.
Jackrabbit! Reset!
You don't want no...
Cobra! Ready? Spider! Ready? Let's go! Cricket! Ready, go!